Hi, how are you? Thank you for being here with us today. We have Peter and Denise ready to talk to you. You have 9 minutes of interview. I'm going to write to you in the chat to let you know when our interview is ending. Thank you.
Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yes. Hi, Peter. Hi, Denise. It's a pleasure for me to interview you. Thank you for your time. I'm Nicole Trejo from El Universal in Mexico.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Nicole. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you too. And first of all, Peter, I want to ask you because this film is especially important to you because of the family relationship it has. How do you feel that after 7 years we can finally see it?
I'm very proud of the work that everyone did for it. And, the heart of this thing was always trying to honor our parents. And, both my parents passed away during the making of this film. I just hope that they're proud of what we accomplished. I know I am.
We're really excited for, finally to be at the place after such a long journey to be sharing it with audiences. It's exciting to finally be here.
Yes, I think so. And I found this movie it's incredible because it talks about diversity, feelings, but also racism. Denise, why do you think it's important to speak to new generations about these topics like racism and diversity?
Because we're so much better as a society with empathy and understanding of our differences. And, in fact, we're not really that different, are we? And so I think that's an important message we're not really trying to make a message movie, but we were really struck when we started working on the film, just even at Pixar, how many people were from all over the world. And it sort of is a little microcosm of our society. And our studio is richer and better because of it. And so that's, I guess, maybe a little reason why I think it's important.
Yes, I think so. And Peter, tell us, please, what was it like for you growing up as the son of immigrants, and what do you think of migration today?
Yeah, as a second generation, they taught me all about their cultures from their homeland that I didn't grow up in. And in the beginning, growing up, I wanted to be so American. I didn't want to be a Korean, and so I was very rebellious. But the older I got, the more proud I became of the food and the language and the culture. And because of my appreciation for my parents grew more. And I've always loved them, but I'm trying to fit in a society where you're a minority is a really difficult challenge. And in a world where, this country was really made up of people coming from a lot of other places, the value of that diversity is so beautiful to me. Like, I grew up in a store where there were so many different people that came to the shop, bringing their cultures and languages, and the world felt so beautiful because of that. And we were trying to reflect that in the film.
Yes, I agree. And this is a question for both of you because as Mexicans, this is important issue, and thanks for talking about it. Have you ever met a Mexican in the United States, and what do you think of the particular situation of Latinos in the United States?
Yeah, we had a lot of people from all over Latin America work on the show, from Brazil, from Mexico, from everywhere, and all of those amazing talents from all over the place brought a richness to the film. So much of the beauty of the film comes from a lot of Latin Americans that we got to know and that are great friends, and it's something I'm so proud of. Again, thus proving the point that richness is so important.
Yeah, I grew up in Los Angeles, so I feel a very strong connection to Mexico. I always joke that my comfort food is Mexican food. It's when I go out of the United States, when I come home, I want to eat Mexican food. So you know, it's something that, you know, I feel passionate about, and yeah, it's an important neighbor to the United States.
Yes, I think so. And Denise, the story also talks about independence and thanking for your parents. How was that separation process for you? Do you remember, or did you identify with Amber?
That's a very good question. I was anxious to go to college and to leave home, quite honestly. And it's really only as I got older that I realized how much, like, particularly my dad did for us, and how much he really sacrificed. And like, I do a job, I always say I do a job I love because of my dad. And, you know, sort of, he worked so incredibly hard. And yeah, even talking about it makes me emotional.
Thank you for this answer. And Peter, responsibility, love, and respect are other topics that are discussed. Why do you think that children's movies today are socially responsibility, and what is important? Why?
I don't know, maybe because I'm a parent, but I just love family movies that can connect, you know, and trying to find many gateways into a film requires a lot of different ideas, and some are funny ideas, some are serious ideas, some are emotional ideas, but it's all trying to make these characters come alive. Like, look, these characters came from nowhere. They're fantasy. There's no, you know, but at the same time, I always connected to the movies that maybe I didn't understand all the layers when I was a kid, but then as I grew up, I could get more out of the movie. And so a big benefit for me is trying to make a movie that can speak to everyone. And it was just a real early goal that we had, and we worked hard toward it.
And anytime, like, if we can just treat each other with a little bit more compassion and love, you know, I mean, that it's not a bad thing, is it? Yes. And have a little bit more understanding of each other.
Yeah. And I know that at the production level, it was a very spectacular job, great animation even during the pandemic. But what was the most difficult thing you faced during the filming?
It's definitely creating those characters. I would say the duration of the schedule was a challenge, but really kind of bringing them to life was extremely difficult. And the water character ended up being harder than the fire character.
Excellent. Finally, Peter, what is your favorite message that to send to the public with this film?
Oh, just be appreciative of, if someone walks out of this movie calling someone that did something for them, or sacrificed something for them, or took a risk for them, that would mean a lot.
Excellent. Thank you, Peter and Denise, for your time. It was a pleasure, and thank you for this film that I think it's incredible. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Nicole. Thank you so much. That's very nice.